Hello and welcome to another Friday online assembly. I'm not in my office at the minute, I'm just outside my office actually. But I thought I'd show you some of these wonderful pictures that we've got that are popping up all over our school, which are self-portraits of everybody. Some amazing efforts from that one there, which is one of my favourites. Just have a look at all these up here. Not sure if I've seen that guy at our school though, but look at some of these. These are some of my favourites up here. Just there. That one. Aren't they amazing? They're popping up all over school. So watch out for them as you walk around school. It's a shame we're not getting many parents in school. Not allowed any parents in school at the minute. Because it was so good to show off. But they'll be here for a long time. So it's just nice to see our self-portraits popping up all over school. Back in my office now, and we'll start the assembly proper. Do you know what, this week, some weeks there's nothing going on, but this week there's been three special days. Remember last week we talked about, it was Gandhi's birthday, wasn't it? And but this week, actually even last week, I missed something last week, was World Poetry Day. Then Monday was World Teacher Day. Okay, now I'm thinking, can I do something about those two put together? Well, World Teacher Day. Well, what can we say about teachers? Well, obviously I might be a little bit biased, but I do know that teachers do a fantastic job, and particularly the teachers in this school, and they make learning fun. And I know that lots of people missed us during lockdown, and I know that you were missed during lockdown by the teachers. I know some of you guys won't admit it, and maybe some of the teachers won't admit it, but I know that they truly did miss it all. But perhaps what you don't realise is the hard work that teachers put in behind the scenes. They prepare lessons and resources, and thinking about how they can make things better in every single way, and how they can help children and help families as well. I know that all of our teachers are really shattered by the end of the week, but they get a lot of job satisfaction from helping you guys, and they really do make a difference. So say thanks to your teacher today, even though it might be a few days late, or bake them a cake, or buy them some after eights. I don't know, anything like that would be amazing. But just say thanks to your teacher, just to let them know that they're appreciated. One of the things I'm going to do is work out when National Head Teacher Day is. Okay, so I will get that in the school diary, if there is such a thing as National Head Teacher Day. Now, last Thursday, as I said, was National Poetry Day. And sometimes when people hear the word poetry, they groan a little bit. But the great thing about poetry is it can be anything. It can be short, long, rhyming, non-rhyming, funny, sad. Now, I'm pretty sure that every year I show a video in assembly when it's National Poetry Day by this chap here. You might have seen his name just pop up there. You know who that is? Well, his name is Michael Rosen. Now, Michael Rosen has been pretty poorly, actually. Fantastic poet, but he caught COVID quite early on in the lockdown period, and he was really poorly. I think he is still a little bit poorly, but he's out of hospital. Now, all of his poems are on YouTube, and they are brilliant. Okay, now the one that I usually show is one called Strict. I'm going to send the link for that, because I'm not quite clever enough to put it into this video at the minute, but I'll send the link for it so you can watch it as part of this assembly. You can either pause this now and play it, or you can watch it right at the end. I don't mind what, really. Sometimes it's known as no breathing. I think you know the one. It kind of starts, we once had a teacher who was so strict she weren't allowed to breathe in her classes. She used to stand out the front going, "No breathing!" And you had the whole morning to get through. I'll leave it there if you've not seen it, because it's worth a watch. Now, the challenge this week for you, no quiz this week, is can anybody do their own version of that poem? You can find the words on the internet, dead easy. But can you get a device, a laptop, a phone, an iPad or something to video you and a friend or a few people doing a version of no breathing and post it on our Facebook site. That would be absolutely amazing. Can you do better than Michael Rosen? I'm sure he thinks you probably could. So that's kind of like the National Poetry Day, World Teacher Day link. Not all teachers are like that. Not all teachers ban breathing. I can assure you of that. Certainly not in this school anyway. I wanted to read you a poem. One of my favourite poems from a book called Please Mrs. Butler. They're all school-based poems. So this is another one of perhaps not quite what teaching's like. It says, "Please Mrs. Butler, this boy, Derek Drew, keeps copying my work, miss. What shall I do? Go and sit in the hall, dear. Go and sit in the sink. Take your books on the roof, my lamb. Do whatever you think. Please, Mrs. Butler, this boy, Derek Drew, keeps taking my rubber, miss. What shall I do? Keep it in your hand, dear. Hide it up your vest. Swallow it if you like, my love. Do what you think is best. Please, Mrs. Butler, this boy, Derek Drew, keeps calling me rude names, miss. What shall I do? Lock yourself in the cupboard, dear. Run away to sea. Do whatever you can, my flower, but don't ask me." Now, the third special day is on Saturday, and that is World Mental Health Day. Now, it's really, really important to a lot of people because it's been a really, really tricky year for a lot of people. So it's really important that it's recognised as a really, really important day because it's so important that we look after ourselves. We look after our physical body and we look after our mental health as well. Yeah, if we broke a leg, we'd look after ourselves and we'd rest, wouldn't we? But sometimes we don't do enough to look after our mental health. As always, the most important thing is it's okay not to be okay. It's okay to feel rubbish sometimes. And the other thing to remember is that in school, there's always lots of people around who can help, whether it's your friends to cheer you up, but definitely there's adults, loads of adults who, if you wanted to talk, they would certainly listen if you have any problems that you want to talk to them about and tell them how you're feeling. Sometimes if you tell people how you're feeling, it makes things a whole lot better. Now, we got sent a few ideas of things you could do for World Mental Health Day, and one of the things is to make a gratitude chain. Now, this is a bit of a change in assemblies, isn't it? I'm going to be like a Blue Peter presenter here, and another one of my dream jobs, along with DJ, football manager, athlete, all those things. Blue Peter presenter. I don't know if I'm too old for that, but we'll see. So here's the instructions. You cut out some strips of different coloured paper. I've got 3 here. And then you've got to think about things that you're grateful for. So here's some things that I'm grateful for. Peterborough United winning a game. And they did last weekend, win for my home team. There you go. I should sing Autumn Days, shouldn't I? For that to happen. Another thing that I'm grateful for is I'm just going to put kind children, because we've got so many kind children at our school with an exclamation mark like that. Okay, so far so good. And of course the last thing has to be after eights. Got to be thankful for your after eights, haven't you? Absolutely. Then what you do is you get one of your strips, get a Pritt stick if you can find one. You put a little bit of glue on your Pritt stick and you attach it together to make a bit of a loop like that, like so. Got it? Then you get another one and you thread it through like that, and you stick that on and you put that on like that, and you start your gratitude chain. And guess what? Here's one I made earlier. Well, there's 3 that I made earlier anyway. So there you go. There's my gratitude chain. Can anybody do that? Can I see it in classes this next week? Can you do it at home? Can you send me pictures of gratitude chains of things that you are grateful for? So 3 special days: World Poetry Day, or was it National Poetry Day, World Teacher Day, and World Mental Health Day. So lots of things to think about there. Right, I'm very, very grateful for all of the certificates this week and all the achievements that the children have achieved this week. As I find my sheets, another really, really busy, great week. So we'll start off with 3KA, and the person that Miss Appleton has nominated this week is a very respectable boy who is always doing the right thing and ensuring those around him are doing the right thing too. He's a very good friend and a great listener. He always gives everything, but his maths work in particular has really impressed me. And that person is, if I find my certificates, it is Thomas B from 3KA. Well done, Thomas B. From 3CH, somebody with great enthusiasm during lesson time, and that is Lucy D from 3CH. That is yours. And finally from year 3, from 3CS, for effort, enthusiasm and progress, Mrs. Stubbs has nominated Taylor S. Well done, Taylor. Fantastic work, year 3s. Now, year 4s. We have got, from Miss Akhtar's class, we've got somebody who is a super role model, just doing the right thing all the time, showing other children how to do the right thing all the time. That is Mehek from 4TA. Then in 4KL, somebody has written an amazing portal story, which I think are those things where, you find a trapdoor, you go through the trapdoor, you're in another world, you write about it, and eventually you come home, hopefully. It's a bit like an Alice in Wonderland type story, I'd imagine. And the amazing portal story writer, great imagination, this girl is Corinne E from 4KL. Welcome back, 4KL, all the rest of you. Good to see you back after your time out. Now, Mrs. Lowe's, her class, how she has nominated somebody who is extremely new to the school, and Mrs. Lowe's has received lots of positive comments about how hard-working this boy is, how well he settled in this week, and his great maths work. So what a great addition to our school, and that is Yaya. What an amazing first week you've had in 4JML. Well done. Welcome to our school, Yaya, and your family. So, up to year 5. Now, Miss Quittenton has nominated somebody who always puts 100% into any given task. She comes into school every day with a smile on her face and tackles everything with positivity and resilience. And that person is Dusty from 5CQ. So well done to you, Dusty. What a great attitude you have. 5HM, somebody who has a fantastic attitude, is always kind and helpful to others, always tries her best and produces work to a very high standard. She is an absolute pleasure to have in the class. What a fantastic start to year 5. I can just hear Mrs. March saying those words. Emily P from 5HM. Well done to you. Now, 5RL. This person, again, is another amazing story writer. They've been completing their hot task, and this person has wowed me with his story, linking to our video of the present. And that amazing story writer is Isaac G. Now, Isaac G, I do have an apology to give to you, because for a long time, you have been asking me, where is my guitar certificate? Now, long before lockdown happened, well, not quite long before lockdown happened, because the date on this is the 10th of March, and it'll be the 10th of March on Saturday, won't it? So that is 7 months ago you've been waiting for this certificate. Your bronze guitar certificate is now here for you. I found it. It's laminated, it's wonderful, you deserve it. I'm sure you're even better than bronze now. You'll be far better than me. So well done to Isaac, double whammy for you this week. Year 6. Mrs. Wilson has nominated somebody for being a good role model. We like these role models in our school. She's done some excellent English work as well, and that is Maisie G. Well done, Maisie G. Good work, having an excellent start to Year 6. Superb. We have got Miss Irons, her class. She has nominated somebody. This person has had a wonderful start to Year 6. She is so mature, kind and enthusiastic, and she has been from the minute she entered this building in Year 3. She goes out of her way to help others. She works so hard, is very inquisitive, always wanting to know more and find out new things. She is a true Year 6 star. How fantastic that is. Now, it is Amy S.A. from Year 6 KI, and Miss Irons said to me, this is what she said: I'd like to nominate Amy, and I've got to write a Year 6 star, but I've got to draw star. Yeah, there's a lot of demands there, isn't there? So I've done both. I've written star and drawn the star as well. Hope that's a good enough star. I'll just show you the star a little bit closer up there. Okay, hope that's a good enough star. From 6SC, we've got somebody who has put in amazing effort this week and has fully grasped division in maths, division and its remainders. She even managed a Year 6 greater depth question yesterday independently. Super proud, and that is Darcy O from 6SC. Persistence in maths. Brilliant work to you, Darcy. And last but not least, Mrs. Lennox's class. Mrs. Lennox hasn't made an appearance yet in this assembly. It doesn't seem the same. She has nominated somebody who is very kind. She works really hard, but she helps other children readily in class and in the yard. Is a very thoughtful girl, and that is Eliana C. from 6JL. And finally, the heads pick. Mrs. Scott and mine. I've chosen this one this week, which goes to a Year 4. We were looking at Year 4s. Now this boy, again, somebody who hasn't been with us very long, showed a really kind and caring attitude in the yard this week, and was happy to change all his plans and help somebody who wasn't too happy, and just showed what a really lovely, nice guy he is. And that is Shay M from 4JML. It's for a kind and caring attitude. So well done to you, Shay. Congratulations. Tons of pen licenses. Oh, should do all of our winners a massive round of applause. Pen licenses are winging their way to you. We've got pen licenses for Amelia T, Caitlin H, Amy S.A, Holly C from 6KI. We've got Freya WT from 5CQ, Sophia Z, Georgia M, Owen C, they're all from 5CQ, from 5RL, Poppy H, Ikra J, Isaac G, he's got 3 certificates this week, William M, they're all from 5RL. We've got a couple from 4TA. We've got Isabel H. We've got Jamie S. I think there might be a couple more somewhere. I think Poppy J from 4JML as well. You have got your pen license as well. So well done to all of you pen license winners. Certificates, pens will be winging their way to you. I'll get Mrs. Scott to deliver the pens as well. So round of applause to our pen license winners. Well done, fantastic. One more thing to do, quick song. I'm going to do this little light of mine this week. I heard this in the cinema. It was on an advert in the cinema. I thought, my goodness, we haven't played that for a long time. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine, let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. The light that shines is the light of love, lights the darkness from above, shines on me and it shines on you, shows what the power of love can do. Gonna shine my light both far and near, gonna shine my light both bright and clear. But there's a dark corner in this land, I'm gonna let my little light shine. little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine, I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine, let it shine, let it shine. Have a good weekend, and remember, no breathing.